Hello, how are you today? I'm Ruth, and I've been having a bit of a stressful week this week, but I won't tell you about that right now. I'll tell you in a minute as we talk through my very mini Shein haul. I don't like to buy things off of Shein and Temu and places like that. Not only do you hear weird stories about I don't know, scorpions in your bag and toxins in the items and stuff like that. So I never buy anything for my kitchen just in case. But it comes from a long way away, like China, and I don't think that's very good for the planet. But also at the same time, it's cheap, isn't it? It's a lot of stuff and it's cheap. Like you can get a lot of stuff on Amazon, but they seem to bump up the prices. I think a lot of the stuff from Amazon is bought from Temu or Shein and then resold, but they bump the prices right up. And currently, I'm not the wealthiest person I could be. So let me get on with this haul. I've got my phone here with the prices on, and I can't actually see. Because I'm a bit blind. So my first item today is these socks. They're cute, aren't they? Grey, beigey cream colour, and a brown colour. They seem nice. They look a little small, but I'm guessing they stretch quite a bit. Just thought, why wouldn't you need new socks? I always need new socks. It's nice having new socks. Thought I'd go for a bit of a different one now because quite often I end up getting them from like Primark. And actually Primark used to have quite a lot of styles, but now I don't know why, but their selection hasn't been so good. So I got the stripe style, which I don't normally go for, but I imagined these actually at the bottom to be, I don't know if you can see that, am I even holding it up too properly? I don't know. But anyway, the top is like the sports sock, traditional sports sock, and then lower down is sort of a cable pattern with stretch in it, so that might go quite thin, I guess. Right, where was I? Before I was rudely interrupted by a telephone call. Socks. So they were, for three, they were £1.85, and this is the problem, isn't it? Because even if I go to Primark, they're going to be about £2, a pound or two more than that, and I have to go somewhere. So I have to drive quite far to get to my nearest Primark. It's about half an hour to 40 minutes away, and the better Primark is probably an hour away within a clean air zone. So I then have to pay the charge for it in the clean air zone as well, or get a train, which either way is quite pricey. It's a lot more money than delivery. So this is the problem in this country. Here I go. I'm going to talk about the problems of the world. But the problem in this country is that it's not accessible to do these things, and people are generally struggling financially at the moment. So then we end up using places like Shein and Temu, which is bad for the environment, and possibly the products may not be safe. The working conditions of the people that make the products might not be great. And we call ourselves a country that offers human rights, but at the same time, because of the way things are set up, the vast majority of people are going to be buying from places that might not be so ethically and environmentally sound. That's my TED talk. I've got no solutions apart from, I don't have a solution because big. It's a big, 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 big problem. We all know it's a big problem. Anyway, these socks, who aren't very political at all, they're quite nice. Yeah, we'll see how long they last, but they're quite nice. So I do like them. And I just said, didn't I? They were £1.85, and you really can't like beat that. Socks. What next? Next I have some more underwear. I have a bra, and I've never had a bra from Shein, and I actually don't own many bras because I find it really hard to get a bra in my size, and I hate spending money on one that isn't going to fit me and look nice and feel comfortable. And before anyone says go and get yourself measured, I tried that. I went a couple of years ago, and then I should go more and try and find one, but it's quite hard to find somebody who isn't a big chain for a start and who does reasonably priced bras. So I tend to just be wearing at the moment bralettes, and as I'm getting older my boobs aren't as perky as they used to be, so actually I find I need an actual bra more often, but I have the problem of not having any bras and not being able to get ones that fit. So a few years ago I went and got measured, and I remember this was in Marks and Spencer's, and they measured me and they were like, oh, you could be this size or you could be this size, so try both. So I tried both, and I was like, well, what about shape? Because my boobs tend to be fuller at the bottom and less full at the top, so everything with a moulded like this like moulded cut, I tend to get a gap, and that's what I don't like, as well as like tightness around rib cage and all that kind of stuff. I find it very uncomfortable. So and I tried one on, and I said, oh, I've got these bulges under my arms, and she said, oh, that's just your body shape, you're going to get that. And I thought, well, I don't get that normally. I don't want a bra that gives me bulges. What's the point in wearing a bra that gives you bulges in the wrong places? That's just wrong. Anyway, I couldn't find one that was comfortable, that didn't bulge, that didn't gape, all of those things I don't want. If anyone knows how to do that, please let me know, because I am 48 and I think I had one bra once, and that was when I was quite slim. One bra once that I felt was really comfortable, and I bought that from when it was first out. It's a French store catalogue called La Redette, I think, and I bought that in the sale on there, and it was just cotton, and it wasn't like formed cups, but it was nice. It wasn't like old lady, just saggy cups. I don't know how to say it, but it was nice. It was a nice young person's bra, and that was actually comfortable. And that is the only bra I think I've ever had that was a proper bra that was actually comfortable and I enjoyed wearing. So please, if anybody has any advice on that, let me know, because I've been to House of Fraser, I've been to, if that even exists anywhere anymore, I've been to Marks and Spencer's, Debenhams at the time as well, I think I went in there, and none of those places offered me the solution of a bra that fitted, that was a good price, that fitted well, and that was comfortable. So I don't think it exists. Anyway, so my reasoning buying a bra from Shein is that I needed one, and I've ended up with this one because it was literally £2.99. I don't expect much from it, but it might be a solution when I need a bra. Weirdly, it's got I say weirdly, it might be normal, but I haven't seen this at the front before, I don't think. The slidey bits at the front. Maybe it unhooks, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, maybe it unhooks from the, I don't know. Maybe the strap unhooks. It's hard to see at the moment. I think it might do actually. I think the strap might unhook so it could be strapless. This is a balconette bra, which is better for me than like t-shirt bras because I get less of the gaping at the top, but I still expect, if it fits, I expect I would probably still get gaping. The other thing with my body is I think I said before when I was doing my like weigh-in and stuff, is that I have a really big rib cage, so I need quite a large back size and a smaller cup size. So in some of the places where you might get a better fitting bra, they don't always have the smaller cup size with the larger back size, so that could be a problem. They'll go, oh, we do big sizes, but they actually mean they do big cup sizes, and my cup size isn't that massive. I tend to go for a C. It's probably more of a B, because again, I tend to always, for some reason, no matter what size I am, I'm always in between a size, which is another problem. Anyway, so yeah, that was £2.99. It has got a rather large bow in the middle, which is alright if you're wearing something loose, but if you're wearing something tight, that's irritating, isn't it? So yeah, it's got the nice embroidery-ish, scallopy edges, the bow in the middle, and I think actually straps that come off, which is going to be useful either way, isn't it? So yeah, that's a bra that cost £2 something, £2.99. Then next, the last item of clothing is a pair of trousers, which I actually think I quite like. They're a bit different. So these are, if I hold it up close, you can probably see like a tiny check, and they have flat pockets. They look tailored, but they're lightweight. So they're a bit tailored, but they're lightweight and they're stretched in the back, so that's good. I bought them in a slightly, sometimes I tend to be a size 16, but when I wear trousers for some reason a size 18 is a better fit. So I don't need much of the elastication, but yeah, trousers tend to be a size 18, dresses, skirts, size 16, and I don't know why. But yeah, so they've got these flat pockets on the front here. Don't know if you can really see that. And for some fun tassel detail, and on the back they've got like normal back pockets. Are a bit creased, aren't they? But I will try them on for you. No actual pocket there, just a flap. Disappointing. But pockets in the front here. Flappy string bits. I guess I could tie them in a bow. They're quite comfortable. Don't really do too much for my butt, I don't think. That could do a bit of shaping, couldn't it? Yeah, but I like them, and I've got a really cool pair of shoes to go with them. So I've got a pair of flat-form Converse that are in a dark mid-tone, like minky brown. That's an explanation, isn't it? So yeah, I quite like these. So those were the most expensive item, and they were what does that say? £16.49, which still for trousers is really cheap. That's 3 items of clothing that I've got. 4, well, let's say 5 items of clothing, because there's 3 pairs of socks that I've got for less than £20. And yeah, I will go to charity shops because better for the environment, but I can't, very rarely in the bigger sizes do you find trousers, or at least in the area where I live, very rarely do I find trousers that are nice, that are my style. They tend to be a bit frumpier, or just very stretched out in the larger sizes. So I think it's just basically because women of larger sizes don't tend to buy so many clothes. So yeah, it's hard to find trousers from charity shops that are nice, fit well, that kind of thing. And yeah, and are nice, like cool. I mean, I think I'm cool. What have I got next? Oh, and I said I was going to tell you about what's been going on in my week. So the last time I spoke to you was about a week and a half ago, when I dropped my partner off at A&E, and he is still in hospital now. He luckily they kept him in A&E and didn't send him home, which they were going to do. They were going to send him home again, saying it was his asthma medication, but at the last minute they did a blood test that basically I'm very grateful that they did do, because in the end they've come back and they have said that he has heart failure, which sounds really big, doesn't it? It is big, it's quite big. Heart failure is a really broad term, so it can be for there can be lots of different reasons why the heart doesn't work correctly, and they call it heart failure. They don't know why my partner's heart isn't working well. They've got a couple of options. They've done an angiogram, which could test the arteries and the blood circulation to the heart to check for blockages, because sometimes obviously if there's a blockage you could have a heart attack and that can lead to heart failure. And they were like, oh, maybe you've had a heart attack and didn't realise. But that's fine. That's good news. That's fine. He doesn't have any blockages, but that means that there's something else going on, and they don't know what. So they're going to be doing like genetic testing and an MRI and stuff like that. But really good news, he can come home today. Hopefully he's coming home today, and because they've given him medication, they've been given loads of different medications. Trying to get the balance right, because I think that's quite a tricky thing. So he's going to come home on some medication. Hopefully that really will really help him, and that the medication will be correct for him. And then he can recuperate for a little while and then go back to work. And we can I think we'll be making as a family quite a lot of lifestyle changes. So eating a lot more whole food based foods, a lot more like fruits and vegetables. Even though we do try, I think we really will be cutting out a lot of the snacking and being really careful in that way, and making sure that we go on walks and stuff like that together, so that, because when my partner's at work a lot, he doesn't actually get a chance to do much exercise. So to help his heart to work in the best way it can, I'm hoping that we're going to be making some lifestyle changes, because it can only benefit me as well and everyone else in the family. You know, that's a good thing, and with fingers crossed that the lifestyle changes, if we're consistent and if they last, they will actually go to keeping my partner's heart as strong as it can be, even though there's obviously some kind of damage or something that's happened. Stopping it from getting worse is the ideal scenario, isn't it? So that however bad it is at the moment, it can be managed with medication and it won't get worse, because we're doing really good things for health benefits. Yes, so that's my week has been quite stressful. There's been points, and obviously my partner's week and our family's week has been stressful. There's been points where he's messaged me and said that his heart's doing stuff such and such, and I know that must be so scary whilst you're in the hospital and that happens, and all the nurses are sort of like looking panicked, and that must be so scary whilst you're in hospital. And I feel absolutely awful that I'm not like there with him, but at the same time, when you get a message like that, it makes your anxiety go up as well. It makes you like, oh my God, what do I do? And then you have to wait for another message and you don't know what's going on. And it's so hard for me, it's so hard when things are out of control, when somebody else, it's like I have trouble letting go and offering like over that control to other people. So yeah, so there have been points when my anxiety and obviously my partner's anxiety have gone like way up, and then I've had to bring it back down again, and try and calm myself and try and look after myself, as well as working and all of those normal daily things that everyone does. So yeah, it has been a stressful week, but fingers crossed, everything's going as it should do. And my partner, Ed, will come home and he'll feel better as the medication works more, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, so that's my week. But let's get on with the haul. So the next thing, I actually don't know why I bought, and that's the danger with Shein, isn't it? You see things and you're like, oh, that'll look nice or whatever, and then you think, why have I bought that? Anyway, so I've bought this table runner. Yeah, it's quite cute, isn't it? It's got fringes. It's like a natural Hessian sort of middle. It's like a natural Hessian middle and cream edging, and it's to go on my kitchen table because my kitchen table, I dislike my kitchen table massively, but it fits in the space. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll pretty it up with a table runner that was probably very cheap. Let me see. It was £2.71. So yeah, £2.71. It's pretty. I don't really know why I bought it, because most of the time my table just has some junk on it. Would be nice to make the most of my kitchen table, but it has a bowl of fruit on it. That's all that's meant to be on there, but quite often it has other stuff dumped on it, as everyone's kitchen table does, I think. So yeah, this is to make my kitchen table look pretty. And then the things that I'm actually excited about, and the thing that so there's one thing that I actually wanted to buy, really. I wanted to buy the other things as well, but there's one thing that I really went on there to look at, and that is, and I'm going to be doing a video about this, is my my kitchen door makeover. So I wanted a muslin-y voile curtain to go over the window. And I looked in the range, so I was planning not to buy something from Shein, but I looked in the range. They didn't have the colours that I wanted, or like the length, or like the length that I wanted, just or the style or whatever. Looked in there, had a quick look online, like Dunelm and stuff, and I just couldn't find one. And I was thinking, £25 for a bit of muslin or a bit of voile that I don't actually like seems a bit ridiculous to me. So again, I went on to Shein and bought this very, very basic, natural looking voile muslin curtain, very thin, see-through. It's probably not exactly what I would have wanted, but for the grand price of £3.30, I have to say, you really can't go wrong, can you? Because I will use this somewhere, even if it's for something else. But I will use it in the window, and you will be able to see quite soon my kitchen door makeover when I actually do it and record it. I was hoping that would be like this weekend, but we'll see. Then, as I was looking, Shein's algorithms are very clever and advertised this at me. And I was thinking, do you know what it is? it's basically to hold your curtain with. I mean, you could use it for other things, but you know, if you have your curtain up like that, and let's see if we could do it. So it would basically just wrap around your curtain and hold it like that. Not like that, in a much nicer way than that, but you know what I mean. So you can see there how it might look. Hopefully you can see that, because I'm very haphazard with showing things to the camera and whether I'm in the right place, but I'm guessing that you can probably see there. Anyway, that was, and this is, I think these are really cool. Bits of wire inside some rope, I guess. But yeah, quite cool, quite a good idea. And that was, I don't know, how much was that? 94 pence? I should wear my glasses, shouldn't I? 94 pence that was. So everything I bought was like, I think that's included shipping, was like £31.28, included shipping, I think. And if I had gone to my nearest city to get these things, because let's face it, we probably wouldn't find them all in the town, the local town. You might find some bits in like B&M or Home Bargains. I'd have still had to have driven. If I'd have gone to a city, it would have cost me £10, £9 something for the clean air zone, £10 for the parking, so that's £20, and then petrol as well, and the time trudging around shops, and the possibility of not finding things in the shops. So it would have cost me a lot more, and that is the problem. That's a problem. People are going to go for cheaper options, aren't they? Even if it hurts their souls, which it does hurt my soul sometimes. Anyway, on that cheery note, thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, and if you got to the end, thank you very much. If you liked it, please do like it wherever you like it. Put your thumbs up thing. Subscribe so that you can see more of my lovely, wonderful face. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye.